Okay, here in question 8, we're seeing if vectors are parallel to this initial vector a minus 3b. Okay, and our vectors are always visual topics. All right, so let me first show, obviously here you have two parallel lines. Okay, this is A. Now it's only going to be parallel if it is a scale factor of each other. Okay, if they can times by something to get from one to the next. All right, now we can then show this for question A. Okay, so 2a minus 6b is two lots of this. Okay, so is parallel. Okay, what about B? Okay, four lots of it, right? So 4a minus 12b equals four lots of a minus 3b. Okay, so these are also parallel. What about C? A plus 3b. Okay, now you've got to have a little think with something like this. Okay, but what we've got here is, say if we had A going this way and 3b being something like this. Okay, well, this is A plus 3b. Okay, and this, so then this is A plus 3b, sorry. But then this is negative 3b, like this. This is going to be A take away 3b. So these are not going to be parallel. They can't be parallel, okay, because they're going to intersect. Okay, so not parallel. Okay, now let's look at D, which is 3b minus A. Okay, now in all of these, if they can share a scale factor, then they are parallel. Okay, and this shares a scale factor of negative 1. Okay, but we don't really know if negatives allow this. Okay, so let's look back over to this diagram here. If we had negative 3a, would these be parallel? Yeah, of course, it's just going in different directions, but our lines are still going to be parallel lines. All right, so that is something visual you can think of to convince yourself that is true. Okay, 9b take away 3a. Well, we can compare these two directly. Okay, this was parallel to this. So then if these two are parallel, then this third parallel line, they're all going to be parallel to each other. Okay, and here you have this scale factor of times 3. Okay, now what about this here? Okay, is there something that we can times by both sides to get what we want here? Okay, now let's look at what A has been times by. A has been times by a half. Okay, so B has to be times by a half, and we get 3 over 2, not 2 over 3. Okay, so that means that can't be right. So I'm just looking back here, and I just made a little mistake. Let's put that out. We had negative 3b here as our a minus 3b is our vector. So if you times by negative 1, that then gets you your positive. Okay, so I just wrote down the wrong thing inside here, but the answer still stands that these two are parallel. Okay, perfect. That is question 8.